This presentation is for Spring 2026 Geography 4 online course at CSU Fresno. Group 5 Indochina Peninsula. Group members include myself, Lady Ayala, and Brenda Garcia. Approximate whereabouts of the region. Indochina Peninsula is located in Southeast Asia. This continental region is located south of China and east of India. The region is situated between the Bay of Bengal to the west and South China Sea to the east. Neighbors include Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia. Major capitals: Bangkok in Thailand, Hanoi in Vietnam, Phnom Penh in Cambodia, Vientiane in Laos, Naypyidaw in Myanmar, approximately 320 kilometers 200 miles north of the former capital Yangon. Nations and major capital. The primary capital of Indochina Peninsula is Hanoi. In this past year, the population was approximately around 8 million people. It is known in many different aspects, two being the Hao Lo Prison and the Ho Chi Mausoleum. Major landforms, places, rivers and lakes, and climate properties of the region. The Hao Lo Prison is a historical museum that was used by French colonists, then by the North Vietnam. Its name, Hoa Lo, translates to fire earthen stove. This prison was used during the Vietnam War to detain Vietnamese dissidents where they were tortured. Now, it is a museum where people can go experience the historical exhibits. The Ho Chi Mausoleum. This is a major solemn which is heavily guarded. It acts as the final resting place for Ho Chi Minh, despite his personal wish to be cremated. It is in the center of Ba Dinh Square, located in Hanoi. It is open to the public for free. Inspired by Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow, the structure features a large, rectangular, and imposing design combining Soviet and Vietnamese styles. Indochina is surrounded by many mountain ranges which are separated by major river valleys. The Mekong River is the most significant in Indochina because it is the longest river. The distance is 2,703 miles, which is located right above Cambodia. Following along includes the Chao Phraya River, which is right above the Gulf of Thailand, and the Annamite Mountains. The Annamite Mountains is located in Southeast Asia. It extends about 1,100 kilometers through Laos, Vietnam, and a portion of Cambodia. It is known for its rugged terrain and dense forests. Major resource bases. Indochina has a diversity in the resource bases, but all play important roles in the economy. 1. Cotton textile industry. Imported cotton from India, China, and US all produced more than 8,000 tons of yarn in 1937. 2. Cement industry. Founded in Haiphong in 1899, which is considered a modern industry based on materials which include coal and clay supplies. 3. Wood industry. Important for farm implements, furniture making, etc. Population. 243.20 million is the approximate population size of the region. The area covers about 2 million square kilometers. Since the density varies, there is a mix of cultural diversity. Major ethnic groups include Kin in Vietnam, Lao in Laos, and Khmer in Cambodia. Here are different ways of saying hello. In Vietnam, it would be Xin Chào. In Laos, it would be Sa-bay đi. And in Khmer, it would be Sa-stay.
My name is Brenda, and to add on to the topic on Indochina Peninsula, I will be talking about the most populated nation of the region. Vietnam is the most populated nation on Indochina Peninsula with around 100 million people. One reason its population is so large is because the country has fertile lands and rivers, especially near the Mekong River and the Red River, which make farming easier. Vietnam also has large cities, which include Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, where many people live and work. Over time, the population has continued to grow because of economic development, job opportunities, and healthcare. These are some of the factors that help Vietnam become one of the most important and populated countries in the region. Next, I will talk about the civilization and histories in the region. Early civilizations in the Indochina Peninsula grew because the region was located along important trade routes between India and China. Because many merchants traveled through the area, they helped spread many new ideas, religions, as well as technology. Over time, powerful kingdoms and empires developed in Southeast Asia, such as the Srivijaya Empire and the Majapahit Empire, which influenced culture, trade, and government in the region. Languages and regions. In Indochina Peninsula, there's many different languages because the region has many cultures and ethnic groups. It's common to hear people speak languages such as Thai and Vietnamese. There are also many smaller local languages, and dialects because communities developed separately over time. Religion is also very important in the region because it influences culture and traditions. For example, Buddhism is widely practiced in Thailand and Vietnam, while other religions such as Islam, Christianity, and Hinduism are practiced in different parts of Southeast Asia. Because of this diversity, the region has many different traditions and cultural practices. Culture, social customs, folklore, music, dances. In Indochina Peninsula, it's a very common thing where families often spend time visiting relatives, helping with chores, and taking part in community events like local markets or village festivals. Stories and folklore are shared through traditional storytelling, puppet shows, and shadow plays, which teach lessons about history, culture, and values. Traditional music in Vietnamese, Laotian, and Cambodian, Penpi orchestras, and these other traditional songs are played during weddings, ceremonies, and religious festivals. Dances use detailed movements, hand gestures, and colorful costumes to act out myths and religious stories. During festivals, people cook and share traditional foods, perform music and dances, and create cultural crafts such as lanterns, decorations, or ceremonial items. Political structures, organizations, and issues. Countries on the Indochina Peninsula have different kinds of governments. For example, Vietnam is a socialist republic with a president and a prime minister, while Thailand and Cambodia are constitutional monarchies, where a king exists, but elected officials make most of the decisions. Countries in the region also work together through regional organizations to coordinate trade, the economy, and political cooperation. Citizens can take part in elections, join debates, or protests to have a say in government decisions. Some common political issues in the region include corruption, keeping the country stable, and protecting human rights. Economic organization, level of development, and economic development issues. Many countries on the Indochina Peninsula have mixed economies, which means both private businesses and the government play a role in running the economy. Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia are some of the region's largest economies, with industries like agriculture, manufacturing, mining, and tourism. The region exports products such as rice, rubber, coffee, electronics, and other natural resources. Tourism, especially in places like Bangkok, Siem Reap, and Halong Bay, bring in millions of visitors each year and supports local communities. While some countries are rapidly developing with more factories, infrastructure, and technology, they still face challenges like income inequality, poverty in rural areas, and the need for sustainable and environmentally friendly development. Social forms and social issues. Societies on the Indochina Peninsula are often community focused, with families and extended relatives playing a central role in daily life. The region is home to many ethnic groups, each with its own languages, traditions, and cultural practices. Education has been improving, but people in rural or remote areas sometimes have limited access to schools. Rapid growth in cities like Bangkok and Ho Chi Minh City can lead to a crowded housing, traffic, and pollution. Major social issues include poverty, income inequality, and access to healthcare and education. While environmental problems like deforestation and pollution also affect communities and their quality of life.